Okay, welcome back to No Budget DIY. Today we're going to go ahead and build this International House of Overdrive. I'll give you a picture of it there, International House of Overdrive. It's basically another overdrive pedal, similar to like the Screamer pedal. Well, I'll go ahead and crack it open here. It's got one of the larger boxes, and though I'm not really sure, it didn't really need to be in one of the larger boxes. It does come, though, as I said, with a full set of instructions, and the larger box ones has the hardware kit, or all the hardware components. Also has our decal here for it, decal. And I'm going to go ahead and put this box to the side, and I'm going to go ahead and open up the enclosure, the pedal housing, because as usual inside the pedal housing, I'll save that for when I give it away. Inside the pedal housing is the rest of the smaller components, the diodes, the transistors, the IC, the circuit, and the socket. Also has the switch breakout board and the PC board. And of course the screws. I'm going to go ahead and take the enclosure, and I'm going to put it right back in. I'm not going to mention that I bought it white, as you can see that. I'm going to put it back here, and I'll put it back in the box. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and get my sorter trays all labeled. I will get the components all sorted out, and we'll get ready to see what this kit takes to build. Alright, and then I'll get back to you in just a minute. Okay, well, I've done my sorter board. You can see here I've labeled it all for the parts. I'm going to now go ahead and put all the parts in. I'm going to have to tone out the resistors again, and get them all in the proper containers. So I'll film that, but I'll speed it up, and I'll come back to you as soon as it's done, as soon as I get everything all sorted out and put in the trays. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Let me turn my ohm meter off now. I did turn on the digital microscope so I could look at the components, especially the stripes on the resistors. Those 1 millions, they don't tone out quite a million, right? The other thing is again, I've got them all now in the sorter tray, as you can see. Everything is labeled. Interesting on this board is it actually comes with 1 socket and 2 chips. And there's a reason that it comes with 1 socket and 2 chips. It basically says that you have the option of using 1 chip or the other, depending on what you want to do when you assemble the board. And you can actually swap them out. You can try it with 1 chip and swap it out and see what it sounds like, or try the other one. It says here in the kit we include the LM741K chip found in the originals, as well as the TL071 that's found in later versions. In a nutshell, the TL71 has more headroom than the LM741, which distorts faster. You can experiment with which version best suits your playing style. I am not going to test out with both. I am going to go ahead and install the LM741, and we'll do testing with that. Maybe off camera at some point I'll switch the chips out to see what the difference is. Okay, and again, we've got everything sorted. It's about time to fire up the old soldering iron again and get these components on the boards. It's a pretty small board, not a lot of components on it. It should be a pretty quick build for me. So I'll do a stop action on that, putting on the components. We'll get it all soldered up, and I'll come back halfway through before we put the wires in the switch and get it in the enclosure. Okay, I'll come back to you as soon as we're ready to do that stop action. All right, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, hallelujah. We got all the components on the board. Next steps are going to be to add the wires and the switch breakout board and the switch. I'll give you a look here. That's how she's looking now. Maybe I could give you a different camera angle. That's how it's looking now. The next steps are to add on the 4 wires to the front, the 4 wires to the back, the switchboard, switch breakout board, the additional wires that go up to the jacks, and I'll get the wires on, and I'll get the switch on, and I'll take a snapshot of that, and then I'll go ahead and actually put the pots on and put the chip in, and I'll go ahead and put the input-output jacks on the enclosure, as well as the power connector and the LED, and I'll get that all wired up, and we'll move ahead with a little bit more fast action, or just zipping over to it. Okay, I'll see you back here in just a few minutes. Okay, well, we have a pedal. I've added all the components. Let me show you what we got here. I've added all the components in it here, and I've also put the decals on, and I've also put the knobs and the decals on the front of it as well. It's now all together, and all I have to do now is go ahead and mount the Velcro back on it and put it out on the test board, and I'm going to leave my screamer on there, the Stewmac screamer, because I want to see what the difference is between the two. One is gain and the other is drive, so it'll be real interesting to see what they sound like and the difference. I will use the Epiphone Casino that I just restrung and cleaned up for testing, so I'll bring you back as soon as I get everything set up on the test stand. Okay, we're all set up on the test stand here. We've got the House of Pancakes. The House of Overdrive, International House of Overdrive. But if you look at the decal that's on this pedal, and I'll zoom in on it for you in a minute, it is a stack of pancakes with syrup running over the top and butter on top. This is definitely a play on International House of Pancakes. I don't know if they have those in Ohio, but they definitely have them in California. and that is definitely a play on IHOP, as we call it. So this is IHOO instead of IHOP. Anyway, I also wanted to show that, and I'll have it in my affiliate links in the description box below, but I did buy the Boss chromatic tuner, and the Behringer chromatic tuner I had, which looked very similar. It died, so I went and spent the money on a real Dunlop Boss, and it's the TU3. And the cool thing is I didn't know that Dunlop actually owned Boss. Where have I been in the dark? But in the 1970s, when I first started playing guitar, and I don't play any better now, but when I started playing, I used to have guitar picks like this one says Boss on it. I used to have Dunlop guitar picks, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, here's our clean sound. Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Anyway, I'm not here to perform. Anyway, that's our clean sound. So I set up the screamer at 12 o'clock, and I set the same thing for the IHOP. I'm going to keep calling it IHOP. The House of Overdrive, and we'll compare it. So I'll bring in the tube screamer first, and we'll give it a sound here. And so that's the screamer, and now I'll bring in the House of Overdrive. It is twangier. So now we'll go ahead and we'll do some adjustments on this here. So I'm going to bring the presence all the way up here, so it brings all of it in. Okay, and now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to back the volume down to about 9 o'clock here. But I'm going to bring the overdrive up. Wow. So the overdrive's at 3 and the volume's about 9. Now that's some pretty amazing sustain there, all the way to the point of feedback. This would be great for like war pigs, you know. Except I can't do it, but anyway, moving on from more pigs. That does have a lot of sustain, though. Bring down the drive a little bit more. Bring it up. And again, this is an Epiphone Casino. It's a semi-hollow body guitar, so it actually gets feedback real easy anyway. Like on AC/DC, Malcolm Young used to play all about the bridge pickup. It'd take out the neck pickup completely, and even stuff socks in the F holes of his hollow bodies. So I'm going to put it again at 9 and 3. And then I'm going to go do the same thing on the tube screamer at 9 and 3, not tube screamer, screamer, and see what the difference is. So the tube screamer gets a lot more overdrive when you bring it up like that. Let me bring the volume up here to 12. And then I want to do the same thing, bring the volume to 12 on the screamer. they're very similar pedals. And now I'm going to bring them together. Oh! That was too much. Bringing the volumes down. Anyway, I do appreciate you watching. These pedal builds they're a blast. They're so much fun to do. To be honest with you, this was my second take because I brought it out here and it didn't work. And the reason it didn't work is that the chip was in the sorter tray still. I forgot to plug the chip in. And again, this comes with 2 different chips, so the other one it has a different attack on the Overdrive or on the drive. Again, appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe. This is a hobby, but again, when I see something I need or like, I'm buying it. So we got no budget. As long as the other half doesn't find out we don't have a budget, then we're still no budget DIY. So once again, like, share, subscribe. This is my Epiphone Casino. John Lennon played it on the rooftop concert in England, and I saw that and said, oh my God, I need to have one of those too. So anyway, YouTube, you're going to kill me because every time I see something I want, I buy it because we're no budget DIY. All right, we've got 3 more pedals to build and we'll be done with this pedal kit, and then we'll be back down in the garage again to work on building some guitars. All right, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next pedal build.